Hey everyone, Happy New Year. Welcome back to school. I'm sorry I'm not there right now with you to say Happy New Year in person, but I was delayed visiting my family over the break, so I will be in on Wednesday. But in the meantime, we still have work to do. We're starting our next unit, like our big unit that'll actually take us to the end of the year. It's called Genetic Unity and Diversity. And what we'll be talking about is how all living things on Earth are similar in many ways. That's the unity part of it. And then also how they're different. That's the diversity. So we'll be looking at all of these things. We'll talk about the diversity of life on Earth. We'll look at different types of life. It's actually a really cool unit. And I'm very excited to work through these concepts with you. As an introduction today, you're going to be doing two things. You're going to work on a gizmo, which is the one I have pulled up here on my screen. It's kind of fun. You make these like aliens and they reproduce, and you're going to look at sexual versus asexual reproduction and how that's different. So I just want to remind you as you're working through this to make sure you're following the instructions on the worksheet. And read all of them. So as you're going through it, make sure you're reading them because it's easy to sort of like get lost in the fun of the whole thing, and then you kind of miss the point because there is sort of a larger lesson we want to look at here. And really specifically what we're looking at here is what traits do we get from our parents and what traits do we not get from our parents. So what things are inherited and what things aren't. So that's kind of the deeper message that we're looking at. So you're going to do this, go through this, the worksheet. You're going to take that worksheet with you and we're going to talk about it in class on our next class. In addition, when you're done with that, in your Science 8 folder, you have this, this activity, the genetic structures activity. And essentially what you're going to do today is I want everybody to read, to go through all of these different videos. They're about 2-3 minutes, read through them. We'll continue this activity on our next class and kind of go through the rest of it, all the rest of the stuff. But for today, you can just watch these videos. And if you don't get through them, that's fine, but get as far as you can. So that's pretty much it. If you finish all of those things, we have a new lab. So you can start working on the reading there. This is also in your Science 8 folder. Your first reading assignment is here. It's the introduction all the way up through, but not including the section called Through the Cytoplasm. So if you get done with class today, working class today, you can work on that. Otherwise, you can do that at home. And that will be due on either Friday or Monday, depending on when you have your class. If you have any questions, you can email me. I may be flying in the air, so I may not respond right away, but I think you should be fine. And I will see you later the week. Bye.